Buyer had a lot more pressure than the seller, which means our seller, which is quite unusual, had all the cards at the beginning of the negotiation. Our seller had the power. Sellers were more powerful today, which means our sellers should have kicked butt, okay? So let's go to the board right now and let's see how much money our sellers left on the table. How the hell did this happen? Again, our seller had all the power. Our seller should have kicked butt on this. Our buyers should have left a lot more than $48,000, yet our buyers only left minus $9,000, which means our buyers today killed you sellers, killed you guys. Why did this happen? The reason why this happened, and correct me if I'm wrong, is because the sellers did not know the pressures the buyer was under, right? If the seller would have understood the pressures the buyer was under, I think we would be seeing different results here. And this right here, folks, this is what I'm about to tell you. It seems so simple, but this is the secret sauce to negotiation. There's always, 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 always going to be pressure on the other side. All the time. This is crucial right here. Buyers are always going to have a black sheet. All right? They're always going to have pressures on them. Okay? Sellers are always going to have a red sheet. They're always going to have pressures on them. We all know those pressures, right? Sellers are under pressure to meet quota, make sales, support their family. Buyers are under pressure for deadlines, for quality, all these things. Okay? If there wasn't pressure on a buyer, guess what, salespeople? You wouldn't even be in the same room with them. You got to understand that. There's always, always, always going to be pressure on the other side, but whose pressures are we almost exclusively focused on? Our own pressure. 99% of us go into negotiations fixated on the thoughts and the pressures in between our own ears. And that's the biggest negotiation mistake you can make. The thing is, when we're only fixated on our own pressures, we never see things coming at us in a negotiation. That means people can leak information, people can tell us important things, and we won't even hear these things or even be able to kind of calculate these things because we're stuck in between our own ears. But once you've had this paradigm shift that it's not about you, it's about the other party, and you start going into a negotiation, you're going to start hearing people's pressures, even in their small talk, even when they're talking about their family. People love revealing their pressures. It's all out there, but you just need to be under the mindset that it's about them, and once you understand it's about them, you start hearing these things. So if you would have gone into this negotiation understanding this concept, you would have read the sheet differently, okay? You would have read the sheet through different lenses. When you're planning for a negotiation, you need to be asking yourself the golden question, which is basically the question that all negotiation is predicated on, which is, if there are pressures on me, and we all know our own pressures, what are the pressures on the other side? Okay? You need to be asking yourself this. Don't ever negotiate without asking yourself this question first.